5 habits of a cocaine addict. These are 5 habits of somebody who is snorting cocaine. And the first one is they have financial struggles. They have financial irresponsibilities, and they are always in financial hurt. And they may be making a lot of money, but they're always stressed for money. And part of the reason is because cocaine is an extremely expensive addiction to have. And so they're dumping tons of cash towards that. So they're always, no matter, it doesn't make any sense, but they are stressing for money always. The next one is there's a lot of secrecy, a lot of privacy, and a lot of disappearing when it comes to somebody who is a cocaine addict. Cocaine addicts don't share about it. There's no way to really justify it. So when it comes to it, there is a lot of little secret parts of their life that they will just kind of disappear and come back, and you have no idea what's going on or where they went, why they're coming back, or what's actually going on, especially if they're in your life. There's a lot of areas of their life that are very private that you don't know about. Another sign that somebody is a cocaine addict is the fact that you go through periods of time of just never hearing from them. You will go from talking to them just nonstop, hey, what's going on, to all of a sudden they just kind of like disappear. And they can disappear for a couple hours. They may, and it's always usually at night or when they're not working, but they will disappear for a couple hours, or it might be a couple days, typically on their days off. They will just end up disappearing, and they will not be responding or answering their phone because they're off somewhere, probably on a bender, or they're just isolating themselves, getting high as fuck. And that's unfortunate facts of when it does come to cocaine addiction. Another sign of a cocaine addict is mood. When it comes to just the habits of us, if we're not using, we're irritated, we're angry, we're fidgety, we're constantly thinking in our head about cocaine, so it's always renting space. We're never in the present with you, because if we're not high, we're thinking about how we can get high. It doesn't matter if kids are there, family is there, what is there. Because we have a dopamine tolerance, things in life is not bringing us typical happiness, so we are only thinking about how do we get this happiness, how do we get this high. The last sign that somebody is a cocaine addict is that when it comes down to diet, it comes down to eating, they are very bloated. There's something called Coke bloat, and what Coke does to you is actually bloats up your system, and they are not eating very much. Their eating habits have shifted and have changed. Because of how much cocaine they're putting into their body, they usually will go on like eating binges. When they're not high, they're very hungry, they can feel the hunger, and so they will eat a massive amount of food all of a sudden, versus when they are high, they're not hungry typically at all. And again, these are just signs of being a habit of a cocaine addict, because I'm a recovering cocaine alcoholic addict. And the more that we share, the more that we educate, the more that we help people out there. And that's what it's all about. For the one that's going through it, the one that wants to get sober, find what works for you, whether it's inpatient treatment, outpatient treatment, therapy, therapist, medication, whatever it might be, find what works for you, because there's no right or wrong way of getting sober. It's your way of getting sober. The one doing it, I'm proud of you. Don't give up.